Hello there. Welcome to your weekly reading. This reading is for Monday, July 12th to Sunday, July 18th. Welcome to Mo Moon Tarot. My name is Mo, and this is a video for my patrons here on Patreon. Today, I am going to be using my Angelarium Oracle of Emanations Oracle deck and my Pride Tarot, which is a collaborative deck. So several artists lent their pictures or contributed their pictures to this deck called the Pride Tarot. It is a rainy day outside. I wish you could be here to hear the rain falling on the balcony and on the trees, and just to hear the wind blow. It's a really beautiful experience. So again, I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations and the Pride Tarot, a collaborative deck. So let's go ahead and shuffle some cards. This is going to be a reading for Monday, July 12th. Two cards just came out, so I'm not going to ignore them. We have the Tower, card number 16. And we have the Two of Cups. Now, one of the things that comes to my mind when I think of this card, the Tower card, is something that's going to be happening astrologically. I'm just trying to get some light on this card for you so you can see, because it's very dark. So as you might be able to see the Tower card now, there we go. There's a picture of a man and a tower and lightning striking the tower. I'm sure you've seen the Tower card before, so you're familiar with it. And we have the Two of Cups, which is a card about love, but also self-love. In this card, we see a man and a woman in love. Could be about healing relationships this week. But one of the things that I want to just touch on before we start drawing cards on purpose is the fact that Chiron, who is named after the most powerful centaur in mythology and who represents learning, courage, strength, and wisdom. Chiron is going retrograde in Aries July 15 until December 15th of 2021. And Chiron is known as the wounded healer. So you can find Chiron in your birth chart. For me, Chiron is in Taurus, and you can find out a little bit more based on where Chiron is in your chart, where you might hold some ideas that cause you to go through this life in a sort of wounded state in a particular subject. So it's interesting because the Tower card came out, and to me the Tower card kind of represents Chiron, the wounded healer, because the Tower card is a card where spirit or the divine or source or whatever you give power to, it could even be yourself. Maybe you don't believe in a higher power, but this could just be also fate. It could be fate or destiny, something being taken down in your life in order to find that love, to find that love for yourself in your life, towards yourself, and maybe even towards others, and even a romantic partner. So there's a strong message here with the Tower and the Two of Cups of healing in order to bring positive change into your life. So before I go on, I'm going to draw a card from my Angelarium Oracle of Emanations to kind of talk a little bit about where we need to find healing this week. July 12th to July 18th. And the reason why I'm using the Angelarium Oracle of Emanations deck is because the angels in this deck, pictured on each card, have a strong connection to spiritual subject matter and also healing. Each card kind of describes what maybe could be wrong, so to speak, and how to kind of see positivity through maybe something that you find to be painful or difficult to experience. So, one card. So the card that we drew, or I drew for us for this week, is Zachariel, Angel of Memory. So let's go ahead and read a little bit about Zachariel in order to find out what would be something to think about this week. That would help us on our journey of self-healing while Chiron is going retrograde in Aries. So here it is. Zachariel, Angel of Memory. Eternally lost, Zachariel carelessly winds and unwinds the threads of thoughts. Memory has no worries or concerns. You are safe to wrap yourself in the bands of time gone by as well. It is warm and safe within the fog of Zachariel. All you knew greets you, welcomes you, longs for you. The power of remembrance is balanced by the power of forgetfulness. Pouring memory into the cup of forgetfulness makes room for a new memory. Zachariel is the angel of all memory, even memory lost. If you take something with you, you must also leave something behind. And the signs for Zachariel are a knot, a loom, and a maze. So it's interesting because Zachariel, Angel of Memory, talks about the idea of memories that we have, and Chiron in going retrograde in Aries may cause us to experience the pain of old wounds resurfacing. Chiron going retrograde in Aries, just like this card, Angel of Memory, talking about things that are coming back to our memories and allowing ourselves to heal from certain memories and to send those memories into a cup of forgetfulness and making room for new memories, is also kind of talking about healing in a sense, which is what this week's reading is really centered around. Because out of all the astrology, what I picked out, July 15th, is Chiron going retrograde in Aries till December 15th. So Aries is the first sign of astrology, and as such, it rules our earliest childhood years and developments. Aries rules our sense of identity. So hold space for yourself, listen to yourself, pay attention to what's bothering you in order to understand and heal and become aware of who you truly are, and in order to rediscover yourself. So let's pick our cards for Monday, July 12 to Sunday, July 18. Okay, so Monday, July 12th. Tuesday, July 13. Wednesday, July 14. Thursday, July 15. Friday, July 16. Saturday, July 17. Sunday, July 18. So let's go ahead and look at our cards for the week. Monday, July 12, we have the Eight of Swords. So something is very discreet. It's almost like it's in the back of your mind, or it's a feeling that you have of being stuck, feeling like it's hard to understand what's going on around you, what's going on around us. This is energy for the week for all of us. With the Eight of Swords, I feel like this is a very subtle energy on Monday, July 12. It's almost the energy of being stuck, but not really understanding why, because you can't really see clearly what's going on. But if you know that this is the sort of energy that you're going to be experiencing, it actually makes the day a lot easier, because you're aware that if you are feeling a sort of blockage or frustration or inability to explain what you're feeling in words, or articulating the words to other people, it's okay to feel that way, because the Eight of Swords is saying that's the type of energy that we're feeling on Monday, July 12. Tuesday, July 13, however, has a lot more positive vibes to it. Here we have the Page of Cups, and there's obviously it's the page who's a cat, and in his cup, just like in the original Rider-Waite-Smith deck, there is a cup with the Page of Cups and a fish inside the cup. We have that in this deck as well, only it's a little bit more playful because there's a cat. And as you know, cats love to dip their paws into the fish bowl and see if they can catch the fish. And in this card, the fish is kind of playing a trick on the cat and squirting water at his forehead. So Tuesday, July 13, I feel a lot of release from the energy of Monday with the Eight of Swords. And there's almost a sense of being able to laugh at yourself, being able to take yourself lightly, being able to even feel more humorous, more of a sense of delight, more of a sense of wonder and excitement and encouragement on Tuesday, July 13 with the Page of Cups. Wednesday, July 14, we have card number 9, the Hermit. And this is a beautiful depiction of the Hermit. It looks like watercolor. And I see a dragonfly or a butterfly or some sort of beetle with wings. It could even be a firefly. It would make sense if it was a firefly, because in the Hermit card we do have a lamp. And then there's a tree, which could symbolize the elder years, or the wisdom of years, or the knowledge of the trees who have stood for a long time. Here we even see like a system of roots going into the ground, and we see leaves. And it's interesting because I've never seen this Hermit card before, but this Hermit card kind of lets us know that the energy for Wednesday, July 14 kind of has a depth to it that maybe we won't understand, but we will feel comfortable knowing that it's a strong sort of energy. There's a strength to the energy on Wednesday, July 14th. There's a strong ability to dig deep down and understand what you find there, what I find there, and to really be enlightened by the things that we are discovering, even if it's just one small thing that you discover about yourself or about humanity. There's a sense that that discovery will last you a lifetime, and it will be something that you can take with you into your future, and apply in your present as well. So Thursday, July 15, we have the 5 of Wands. So this looks like a card of raising one's voice. There's almost a rebellion against authority, but for a cause even. I see the word silence, death here. So maybe silence to the idea, silence, death to silence, maybe. Silence and death, death to silence. Speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, speaking up as a voice among a crowd. Maybe even a protest or some sort of event where you have pickets or signs, or even if it's just speaking up for somebody that you're working with. Maybe it's just acknowledging with somebody that even though everyone says that they might be a horrible worker, that you've never experienced that, if you've never experienced it, and just speaking your truth. Because I do find that with this 5 of Wands for Thursday, July 15th, it's easy to listen to other people's opinions about what's going on or who somebody is. But until you actually experience that person or that situation for yourself, don't ever take someone else's opinion as gospel truth, because you may not experience it the same way. So with the 5 of Wands, usually there's a little bit of a struggle or a disagreement or an argument or a battle, or some sort of aggression being experienced. But let us remember that a revolution is, that battle. Revolutions are caused by battles, by arguments, by speaking up, by speaking your truth. And change is worth fighting for, especially if it's change for the better. Only if it's change for the better. If you're trying to change something for, the detriment of somebody else, make sure that you understand why you are speaking up against a certain group. I also feel like with this card, the 5 of Wands for Thursday, July 15th, it's important to understand why you're doing something, to understand how you could express what you're doing to somebody else. And even if you don't understand all the reasons why you might be doing something, it's important to start to speak up so that you can practice having a voice. It's also like voting, if you don't vote, you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, because you have an opportunity to have a voice and to change society, to change the course of society or government through your voice. It's important to take the opportunities that you can to change the world for how you want to see it. It's like the quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world." That's the energy I feel for Thursday, July 15, with the 5 of Wands. Friday, July 16, we have the 7 of Pentacles, and this 7 of Pentacles has all the chakras, I think, here. We see the crown chakra, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, the third eye chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the sacral chakra. So let's start here. Crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, sacral chakra, solar chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra. So it's the Seven Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles here is talking about the chakras, and the individual here is in balance, in harmony. So I do feel like if there was a good day, Friday, July 16th would be a good day, because there seems to be balance coming out of this sort of confrontation on Thursday. There's a sense of peace on Friday with the Seven of Pentacles. Almost like it's interesting because we see a tree here, and on Wednesday with the Hermit we had a tree. So it's almost like saying that the enlightenment that you received with the Hermit on Wednesday, July 14, brought a desire for change on Thursday, July 15th. And then on Friday, July 16th, there is like a growth with this tree. And also like a sense of clarity. There's like a sky illuminated with stars, a sense of clarity, and instead of one light and in the darkness there are several lights, almost like your stand for a certain cause is being it's like when you throw a pebble into the water and you see the ripples extend outward all around that pebble. It's almost like your voice is causing a ripple effect in the universe, and your cause is being understood, and people's minds are being illuminated by you speaking up. So Saturday, July 17, we have card number 2 of the major arcana, the High Priestess. It's not the first major arcana we have this week. We had the Hermit as well on Wednesday. But now on Saturday, July 17, we have the High Priestess. And there's a lot of inward healing. Of course, we can't forget that on Thursday, July 15, with the Five of Wands, Chiron went retrograde in Aries. So there is that idea that now that Chiron is retrograde, a lot of ideas that you had about yourself or wounds that you had from the past are surfacing, and maybe illuminating where change needs to happen. And the High Priestess on Saturday is kind of like, I don't want to just say that it's cosmic karma, but because it's a lot deeper than that, it's almost like an inner knowing, an inner understanding, an evolution. The High Priestess to me is one of the strongest cards in the 78 card tarot deck. Because the High Priestess really represents inner strength, inner knowing, inner wisdom, self-control, balance, all the blessings that come with feminine energy, nurturing, giving, caring, mothering. The High Priestess also has a lot to do with the moon, so there's cycles involved. Almost like one cycle is going around this week, a cycle of change is taking place. But with Chiron going retrograde in Aries till December 15th, the High Priestess is almost saying, July 17th with the High Priestess, which is a Saturday, almost saying like it's okay to rest now. Change has started. Go inward, explore how you've changed through this situation, and be ready for the next cycle, the next phase of your life, of my life. Sunday, July 18, we have the Eight of Wands. It's so beautiful. There's letters in this Eight of Wands, and it's almost, again, there's that idea of getting your voice out. It's also the importance of words, choosing your words wisely. Words can kill or words can heal. How are you speaking? How are you using your voice to build up the people around you? Maybe on Sunday, July 18th, you're just starting to pen pal with somebody, or starting to write a letter back to somebody, or reading somebody's letter, or reading a text, or sending a text of love. Maybe leaving a positive affirmation on Instagram or some sort of social platform. But it's really thinking about how you use your voice. What are the words you're putting out there? Even if you're using divination to speak out loud to a group of people, how are your words healing others? You know, Chiron going retrograde in Aries is bringing up that idea of inner healing, self-development, self-esteem, finding out where Chiron is within your birth chart. For me, Chiron is in Taurus. And I'll be brutally honest with you, my wound in Taurus kind of illuminates the idea to me that I find healing because I'm so wounded in my Chiron in Taurus. I find healing in purchasing things for myself. And even if that means putting myself into some sort of debt to receive a gift, Taurus is about beautiful things ruled by Venus, experiencing comforts with objects around you. And I feel like as I was looking up Chiron for this video and finding out what Chiron was about and how it relates to the sign that it was in your birth chart, for me, Taurus, there is an idea that maybe I find healing. I've been finding healing in purchasing things, but really there's a deeper reason for that impulse to buy. And I need to do the shadow work within myself to find out why my Chiron in Taurus is a wound for me and how I can heal that wound, how I can heal that self-esteem within myself. So for you, maybe Chiron is in Aries in your birth chart, and maybe it's about, your identity, because as I said, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac in astrology. And as such, Aries rules our earliest childhood years and developments. So Chiron going retrograde in Aries is illuminating that light on our earliest childhood years and developments. So perhaps with Chiron going retrograde in Aries till December 15th for you, and for me, we will be able to heal a lot more with understanding our earliest childhood years and how we developed in those years. Maybe for me, it was a sense of lack, having so many kids in my family. Maybe I felt like I never had enough. I don't know. I'm getting a little bit personal in this reading, but it's just so that you can understand that if your Chiron is in another sign, let's say your Chiron is in Scorpio, maybe you have issues with your emotions and with speaking your emotions, or maybe your Chiron is in Libra and you have a hard time feeling steady and balanced. And maybe your Chiron is in Gemini and you have a hard time bringing together both your dark side and your light side. I don't know, but it would be interesting for you to check out where your Chiron is in your birth chart. All you need to do is know your birth time, month, day, year, and place of birth. And you can type that into a free birth chart generator. If you Google that on the computer, free birth chart generator, and you type in that information, you can find out your full birth chart and start to find out things about yourself. And the first thing you can look at is your sun, moon, and rising sign, and also where Chiron is in your birth chart. And maybe that will illuminate you to a little bit more about yourself, especially as Chiron is going retrograde in Aries July 15th till December 15th. So I hope this was a helpful reading for you. Thank you for listening. I know I can talk for a long time, but I hope it was enjoyable, and I will see you in the next video. Before I leave, I'm just going to play a little tune on my singing bowl. And until next time, Mo here, signing out. Blessed be.